Only one relic remains, the sword of the Crusader. This final piece of divine power is all that stands between the realm and the lingering shadow of evil. With it in hand and under the sacred blessings of the 9 divines, the ancient sorcerer, King Umaril the Unfeathered, will at last meet his end. For too long his spirit has endured, defiant in the face of time and justice. But now his tyranny shall be brought to a close. Once Umaril is vanquished, his dark influence will no longer haunt the lands of Cyrodiil. A new age of peace and restoration will begin, the wounds of the past slowly mending under the light of divine providence. Yet even in triumph, the wise know that peace is never eternal. One day the threat of Oblivion may rise again, but for now the people of Cyrodiil may look toward the horizon with hope in their hearts and faith in the protection of the gods.
Hello, and welcome back to some more Oblivion. Whoa, it just got really foggy. With Anderin Selis. And apparently on this very, very foggy day, we are going to try and finish the Knights of the Nine DLC quest today. All we have left to do is get the sword and defeat Umaril. I think it's just a couple dungeons. They might be pretty lengthy from what I remember, but we'll push through. No reason to put it off any further. We have a companion as well that I'm not too excited about, but we'll see how it goes.
This ends here. Take that.
It's almost tempting to lower the difficulty so enemies don't have like 6,000 HP. I also made Sir Lathon essential because I didn't really want to babysit him, but it looks like I'm going to have to do that anyways. Where the heck did he go? Man, I hate NPCs in Bethesda games, I really do. There's his horse, he's like fighting something else. No, he's right there. Follow me, you idiot. I definitely feel like the follower mod I have that was working at some point is no longer working. Okay. What happens if we like fast travel somewhere? So he's following us again. Something weird is just going on. Yeah, my game's like falling apart. Anyways, now that idiot is following us, yeah, I turned him essential because I don't really want to babysit him any more than we have to, apparently. The companions in Skyrim definitely have their flaws, but they were improved immensely from the previous games. I'll give them that. It's kind of a low bar to clear, but they did clear it. That's one thing I'm excited about for Skyrim, is it obviously has the largest modding scene of the 3 Elder Scrolls games. So we'll kind of have our pick of the litter when it comes to good follower mods, good quest mods, just whatever we want to change. There's probably a mod for it. There's probably like a dozen mods for whatever we want to change. I've decided to go through with remodding the entire game, even though I have like a working modded setup right now. I've arrived at Underpaw Cave, the location of Lord Vindrel's grave. Sir Roderick died somewhere inside, battling the foul wraith that now wields the sword of the Crusader. You gonna come in here with me, or? Of course not. That would make sense. There we go. Jeez, man. But yeah, so I think I am going to remod Skyrim. I'm not sure if we should run it on the special edition or the anniversary edition. I haven't really looked into the modding scene for Skyrim for at least like 3 or 4 years, so it's been a while. I don't know what new mods have come out. I assume most mods have updated for the anniversary edition. So yeah, I'm going to be doing that at some point.
For Sir Roderick! You do realize I've been holding back.
Let's get our light spell going. It's pretty dark here. But yeah, so I will be remodding Skyrim. Feel free to drop suggestions for mods when I get around to it. I don't think we're going to play Skyrim for a while, but eventually we will.
You do realize I've been holding back.
there's kind of just a backlog of games at the moment, and Oblivion is one of them that I want to finish. I still do want to finish Fallout. I still want to play KOTOR. Tainted Grail, I don't think I'm going to keep playing, unfortunately, once the initial video is released for it. It's just not doing as well as I hoped, and so I ended up just playing it off screen. Kind of a shame, because it's a really fun game, but I don't know. With games like that, where they're like 80 plus hours, it's hard to justify to keep playing them. That's why I still want to finish Fallout 1, because even though it's not the most popular game, it's not a long game, you know, so you can finish it pretty fast. We're actually like 75% of the way finished with it, I think. We're pretty close to being done. And I know I talk about this stuff a lot on the Oblivion series, but it's because there's kind of long gaps between. Why is this door not opening? Is that supposed to not open? Is my game glitching out again? You just never know. I feel like that door is supposed to open, but I guess not. Do we have anywhere else to go? Maybe. I think I have, or had, Fallout New Vegas and Fallout 3 modded as well. And I think I'm going to remod those just because a lot of really, really cool mods have come out recently for them. As for KOTOR, I do already have that modded, which is super nice. I have both games modded and on my external hard drive. So when we do play those games, they'll be like good to go, which will be super freaking nice. Okay, is this what was happening before, where there's like someone behind the door? That's weird. That's really weird. What the heck?
No one lives forever. A standard grant right. Arcade, take your soul. That the best you can do?
Underpaw Reflecting Chamber. Okay, is this where we need to go? Seems like it. I don't really remember most of this dungeon, I guess. I kind of remember that main room we were in just a second ago, but... Is this where you actually just get the sword? It's that easy? Sir Roderick. Hey. We found the man. He's got some Daedric armor. I mean, at this point, should we even really like be picking up Daedric armor? We're pretty set. I don't see us not using the Crusader armor until we get to Shivering Isles. I feel like my doors are busted, because now this door is not opening. I'm going to reload the game. What is going on with my doors, man? I have not made any changes. We also lost our companion, apparently, on that reload. I don't know what's going on anymore. Well, hopefully he finds his way out again. This is very strange. The doors are like very slowly opening. I don't even know anymore. Okay, yep, there's Lord Vindrel, and when we needed our companion most, he fled like a coward. Is this still enchanted? No, it is not. We should re-enchant it. We don't have any soul gems. Nice. We need soul gems. Yeah, we're still kind of kicking its balls. The Wraith of Lord Vindrel is destroyed. I need to reclaim the sword of the Crusader that he somehow twisted to his foul, evil purpose. Looks so sick. I think I have a mod that makes it look different. That looks too good for vanilla Oblivion. Also, I think my game is like crapping its pants. Like, what is going on? Why do we have these enchantments on us that aren't going away? I've recovered the sword, but it has been desecrated. Oops. By the foul wraith that wielded it. I should take it to the Chapel of Arcade in Cheydinhal to reconsecrate it. Yeah, something Something's weird is going on. Why is he doing that? I think my game is collapsing on itself. I'm literally not touching my mouse right now. It's like it's sped up. Okay, so I have no idea what was going on there, but disabling the follower mod I had seems to have fixed it. So that mod is basically busted, unplayable, don't use it. I have no idea why it started to do that all of a sudden. I was having problems with it before, getting Valdryn to follow us around, but that was bizarre. Unfortunate. It's a cool mod, but I don't know if it's going to break my entire game if I use it. So I got rid of it. I guess our adventures with Valdryn are done. I don't even know where he is at this point. Again, that mod was causing issues where he like wasn't actually following us anymore, and he stopped hanging out at the coral house, and I don't know, it's just kind of all over the place. Very irritating. I seem to have fixed it though by removing it. I don't know where our companion went though. He just like disappeared. Oh well. I don't think he's essential. I was trying to get all of the Knights of the Nine for the final fight. Don't know if that's going to happen. My game is falling apart. That's another reason we need to beat this game, because apparently every time I play it, it starts breaking itself, despite working perfectly fine before. Okay. So we need to take it to the Chapel of Arcade and Cheydinhal. We can do that. I'm hoping he just went back to the Priory. But, this is always the thing with, okay, everyone here's dead or dying. This is always the thing with Oblivion playthroughs, is they slowly collapse upon themselves the longer you go. You know, I'm surprised we haven't had any corrupted saves, fingers crossed. Because that's normally what happens with my Oblivion playthroughs. That's one thing I'm hoping, but I don't know, it doesn't really sound like they solved a lot of engine issues, but I'm hoping Oblivion Remastered fixes, because that's pretty much one of the biggest issues with Oblivion, is just its stability. Great game, but man, is it just... You're on limited time playing Oblivion. Umaril's Aurorians have been destroyed. Cheydinhal Chapel is safe for now. I can now reconsecrate the Sword of the Crusader to Arcade. The High Altar. Sweet. The Sword of the Crusader has been reconsecrated. I now possess all 8 of the Crusader relics. I should return to the Priory to consult with my knights about how to attack and destroy Umaril. We get the Sword of the Crusader. Damages magic and does fire damage. It's honestly a little underwhelming, isn't it? Doesn't do that much damage. I guess our strength still isn't maxed. I keep forgetting that Anderin is not that strong of a character. Even our blade is under 75. We need to go level up and do some training. I'm pretty tempted to install the unlimited training mod at this point, just so we can start maxing out our stats. Enemies are so difficult to kill anyways. I don't really feel bad for doing it. Before we do that though, did we already train this level?
You got a lot to learn.
We did. Okay, perfect. So we can level up without issue then. Yeah, I might go install that unlimited training mod. At this point, we should just have good stats maxed out, right? We'll get speed, personality. Well, screw personality. We'll get endurance and willpower. Willpower is almost max. That's good. It would be nice to start Shivering Isles though, with most of our stats like essentially maxed out, so we can kind of use and do whatever we want here. Okay.
Whatever you say.
Actually, well, while we're here, we could check up on the Fighters Guild chest to see how much money we've made. 800 gold. Wow. What an achievement. Such a stupid, like, I don't even know what that's called. System, mechanic. Dumb. All right, let's head back to the Priory of the Nine. And let's hope some people are actually here.
Lord Crusader, the prophet is here. He's just arrived. He seemed to know you were coming, told me to wait for you, and here you are. Come. He is preaching to the assembled knights in the chapel. You should speak to him at once.
You were walking into a wall, sir. Okay, I guess we'll go into the chapel that's half buried in the ground. Everything is falling apart around me.
And so, 9 knights, as the embodiment of the might of the 9 divines, shall go forth together to face the unfeathered. And he shall be cast.
Okay, that's enough of that. I feel like I'm playing Skyrim. We are but maggots writhing in the pit.
His wickedness scattered to the wind. He shall end his days as dust in the void. You have stepped from the humble shadows of obscurity and into legend. No feat you have accomplished in your life compares to what you have become. You are an embodiment of Pelennor Whitestrake, the bane of Umaril the Unfeathered. The time has come for you to fulfill your destiny. Umaril lies hid in the ancient fane of Garlus Malatar. You must go there and destroy him.
I'm ready then.
No. Should you face Umaril, you would suffer the same fate as Pelennor. The times change, and even the shape of the divine itself must change with it. Where once there were 8, now 1 more stands with them, and they have become 9.
You mean Talos?
Aye! With the apotheosis of Tiber Septim, the face of the divine was transformed. Talos ascended, and the 8 became 9. So, although you wear the armor of the gods, it is incomplete, a relic of the old ways and the old gods.
How do I destroy him then?
As a proven guardian of this realm, and a warrior the likes of which have not been seen in millennia, Talos grants you his sacred blessing. With the ancient gifts of the 8 and the new gift of the 1, you are ready to face Umaril.
What does the blessing do?
It will allow you to follow Umaril into the spirit realm upon his death. It will allow you to destroy him, body and soul, utterly and for all time. You must first kill his living body. While beyond the power of most mortals, this is only the lesser of your 2 tasks. His Daedric nature allows his spirit to escape into oblivion after death. Oh, this is what Pelennor learned upon defeating Umaril the first time. But you can do what Pelennor could not. The blessings of Talos will allow you to follow Umaril's spirit when it leaves his body. This you must do, and you must not fail. You will not, because the 9 fight with you.
So basically the 9 allow me to save and reload if we do fail. So we have no chance of failing because we'll get it eventually. What is Garlus Malatar? What kind of foe is Umaril? I want to know about Umaril's spirit.
When Umaril joined with the Daedra, his spirit expanded beyond this realm. His physical form can travel between realms, but his spirit is bound. When his body is destroyed, his spirit travels back to oblivion and is reformed in the fires of creation. With the armor of the gods and the blessing of Talos, you will be able to follow him where Pelennor could not and destroy his very spirit. Once his spirit is destroyed, he will be completely obliterated, erased from all realms of existence.
Okay. What kind of foe is Umaril?
Umaril cannot be bested in his physical form by any normal means. His blows can strike down the mightiest of warriors in a single stroke. The Eight created the relics to withstand Umaril's fell power. Do not attempt to face him without this divine protection.
What is Garlas Malatar?
Garlas Malatar was the westernmost outpost of the Ayleid Empire. It watched over what we call the Abyssinian Sea. Since his return, Umaril has taken Garlas Malatar as his lair. That is where you must seek him out.
All right, I'm ready.
Your knights will assemble at Garlas Malatar and await you there. Gather all those who you deem worthy. Not all who enter those halls shall return. Those who fall in service of the Nine will live on forever in the halls of their fathers. I wish you well on your quest, Crusader. We are depending on you.
So, fun fact, we actually went there in Project Cyrodiil. Hello.
I find myself here, at your disposal. I want to make up for the mistakes I've made and devote myself fully to the faith. If it pleases you, I would join your order and serve the Nine at your side. What say you?
I say get on the front lines and welcome to the
Thank
order.
you. It means a great deal to me. Excuse me while I gather the equipment I need.
You are excused.
Hail, Sir Knight. My brother and I have heard that you are founding a holy order of knights, and we would like to offer you our swords. We've come all the way from Skyrim to join up. We can't claim any experience as knights, but we learn soldiering from our years in the Legion. Will you have us?
Of course, I always need more meat shields.
You won't regret it, sir. You'll find us true-hearted and brave. I'll be back as soon as I've outfitted myself.
You and your brother gonna go dress together? All right. And what about you?
Sir Knight, allow me to introduce myself. I am Brelin of Silvenar, at your service. I come to offer myself as a knight in service of Auriel, or Akatosh as he is known in Cyrodiil. I bring nothing but my skill with the blade, which is not inconsiderable, and my devotion to the Lord Auriel. Will you accept me, as unworthy as I am?
The only reason you would be unworthy in my eyes is because you're a high elf. And you're probably gonna backstab me when you see Umaril. You'll see him and think, oh, that's my cousin, I gotta side with him, and you'll stab me in the back, but you can come too.
I am honored to join the Order under your illustrious command.
Yeah, you better be.
Excuse me while I go to the armory and attire myself as befits a Knight of the Nine.
Hey, that's the name of the DLC. Okay, we are ready to take on Umaril. I'm going to wait around just a little bit so they can go get armored up to go. Do they just meet me there? Maybe. Okay, do we have everything we need? I think so. We could, and we'll see how this goes. Could go try and get Valdryn if he's actually here. I don't know what happened to him. Is he still here? I feel like he's not. Where the heck did you go, Valdryn? He is not here. Did I leave him somewhere else? Part of the problem is he's created from a mod that I made, and so I don't know like his reference ID. Oh no, he's in Cheydinhall. We bought him a house. That's what it was. Oh yeah, it's all coming back to me. Is he actually going to be here? He is. Awesome. So yeah, I don't have that companion mod anymore. Maybe I'll go get a companion mod really quick.
Farewell.
Maybe that's not a good idea, but I'm going to go grab one because I want him to come with us. Okay, so I reinstalled that follower mod, probably against my better judgment, but it's really the only one that isn't absolutely terrible, so... Can we get Valdryn as a follower? Looks like it. Let's see if it actually works. Will he follow me out? Nice. We got Valdryn with us. I feel like he should be here for this moment. He would support his son in defeating Umaril. That seems like a pretty important task, I would say. We're also, if I can get it to work, going to drag him with us through the rest of the main quest. I thought that would be a cool way for Valdryn and son Anderin to sort of bond in combat, now that they're both essentially legendary heroes, or at least very close to it. Being the Crusader is a pretty powerful title, kind of like, maybe not the Unraveling, but it's up there. Plus, you know, these might be the last days that these two travel together for a long time, so we gotta appreciate the time we have with them. Okay, so it should just be over this hill. It's not really loading in very well, is it? I'm hoping the follower mod keeps working and doesn't break my game. I just want Valdryn with us, man. There's all the idiots. Talk
How
to
may
you.
I serve?
Do they just like follow me in?
I am at your service.
I don't remember. They don't seem to have
How may I
anyone
s-
taking charge here.
Bye.
How may I
Might have to console command this. Gosh dang it, dude.
Greetings. Take care.
Okay, well, give me a second here. I've arrived at Garlus Malatar. My sworn foe, Umaril the Unfeathered, awaits me inside. The final duty in my holy quest is to find him and destroy him. Did that fix anything? I feel like it's not fixing anything.
Commander?
Okay, well, I guess I'm going to console command the next stage. I've ordered my knights to attack Umaril and his Aurorians at Garlus Malatar. We must destroy him once and for all. There we freaking go, dude. Gosh dang. Oh my gosh, they're so stupid. Figure it out, lads. It's a bridge. Am I going to be able to complete this mission? I'm really starting to have my doubts. And Valdryn's just like dead somewhere. Get it, man. What is happening? I've lost all semblance of sanity. I don't know where Valdryn is either. He's in the wall, of course. Of course he is. That's where I would be if I was glitching out. Valdryn. At least you can toggle collision for allies. But not these idiots. Nope. They're like drowning in the water, I'm sure. Why don't they know how to use the bridge? Like, what? I just don't... What are they doing? Why is this quest breaking so hard? I've done this mission like a million times before and never had any problems. But with Anderin, they just cannot comprehend what is going on. Something about that bridge, I guess. I mean, even look at this. Like, what mod do I have that is incompatible with Knights of the Nine? It's part of the game. Like, it's an add-on, sure, but it's been an add-on for like 20 years. Like, it's not like it's some new DLC that just released. And so the mods made for it are incompatible. I don't know. I'm going to have to console command it again. This is getting ridiculous. We're just going to brute force our way through, I guess.
We took them by surprise.
Okay, well, they teleported in. Okay, well, maybe the game can fix itself sometimes. I didn't actually have to type anything. That's kind of nice. This is very, very frustrating. Instead of being this cool cinematic fight, I'm dealing with idiots. Okay, well, we can push that button. I'm most likely going to stop looting stuff. Maybe until we get to Shivering Isles. Just because, like, you don't really need anything that those chests have at this point in time. Oh my gosh. Maybe I shouldn't have went on ahead. I'm kind of dying here. Okay, well, maybe we make a retreat. There's Valdryn. Well, I don't remember the command to set health, but we will give Valdryn some additional health. Because he keeps going down like he used to. I wonder if it resets somehow. These guys are pretty freaking tough. That's what I said. We need to go max our stats out. If we want any chance of beating Shivering Isles with the way stuff scales in this game, we need to max all of our stats out. We are too weak for level 38 enemies. And that's the other thing why we want to, oh my gosh, dude. Why we want the unlimited training one is because then I don't have to force level ups. Because enemies are just too stupidly scaled. The 5 in all stats thing works great. Oh, apparently they lost all of their essential tags too. Well, they're all dead now. Setting all of our stats to 5 works great in Morrowind because enemies don't scale forever like they do here in Oblivion. It's just not working as well as I thought it would in this game. It's basically made enemies essentially unkillable unless we spam attack with like a really strong weapon. Like we have one of the best swords in the game and it's taken forever. And yeah, their damage is like insane. They're like almost like two-shotting us. Despite us, once again, having some of the best armor in the game, it's just not enough. We are burning through these potions. That does not bode well. I'm about ready to lower the difficulty. I admit defeat, Oblivion. Your leveling system is actually so stupid. I thought I had some mods that would deal with it, but no. Okay, we'll lower it down. I will admit defeat in that regard. This is getting ridiculous. Jeez, man. I think I'm just kind of frustrated in general with how Oblivion is collapsing on itself, especially this set of quests. I really want to know what mod is ruining it for everyone.
I wonder if Umaril dare face us. Knights of the Nine, follow me.
Okay, well, at least in this part, we don't need to be here. Where's Valdryn? Why have we lost Valdryn again? I don't want to lose him here in this freaking cave forever. There we go. With some more console commands, we fixed it. Oh my gosh, dude. Call this video the console command episode. Well, Valdryn will stay here and fight. That's fine. That's fine. As long as we know he's here and not lost in the eternal void that is Oblivion. I guess I'm just so used to OpenMW where I've had like 0 crashes that entire playthrough of Valdryn, and now with Caitlea, I've still never had any problems. Yes, let's destroy the orb. That looks pretty cool. Alright, let's press on before the game breaks even more. Just teleport Valdryn to us, because I don't want to wait for him to walk around. I don't know if the NPCs aren't allowed in here or something, and so that's restricting it, or if it's just the companion mod again, not working like it should. Who knows? Who knows? Okay. What should be a fun father and son murder outing has turned into a mess. I'm okay with him not being able to come in here, you know, because it's our destiny to fight Umaril. I'm okay with that. I can see Valdryn stepping out. Ooh, he's dying pretty fast. I've destroyed his physical form. If what the prophet told me is true, I must cast Blessing of Talos on myself, and I will follow his spirit. Can we loot his sword here? Yes, we can. I'm pretty sure you have to pick it up like right then and there too. So we need to cast the Blessing of Talos. Let's make a good hard save though, because I feel like I've had problems with this fight before. Okay, ooh, Barla stones. Let's grab these as well. Okay, I will re-increase the difficulty. It's a little too easy. He has less health than his like summon followers. Make it make sense, Oblivion. Make it make sense. Oh, you can get a second copy of his sword too if you loot him right there. Umaril is utterly destroyed. I have completed my holy quest.
Crusader, arise, stand and face the light. Breathe again and receive your reward. You have completed your divine task. You have restored the order. You have defeated the enemy of the Nine. The order shall serve as the sword and the shield of the Nine in the dark times to come. We owe you a debt of thanks. You have succeeded where we could not. You and your knights have held true to your purpose. At long last, our purgatory is at an end. We go to the glory of the Nine to serve in their host in the life beyond this one. You may call upon our spirits when you need us. Simply pray at our tombs, and each of us will grant you a blessing from the Nine. May your sword serve the Nine all the days of your life, Crusader.
Farewell. Ooh, Valdryn showed up too. Nice. Did you not teleport away? We are actually overburdened from picking up those swords. Let's just drop some of the stagic we picked up. Why didn't you go away?
You redeemed my soul from the evil that had ensnared me. For that, I am forever
Oh, it's Sir
your debt.
Merrick.
The old bitterness that seemed so important to me in life. What is that now? How to weigh that against my very soul?
I don't know, man. Tell me about the sword.
I took the sword down with me into evil. You have redeemed us both. The gods smile on such deeds, noble knight.
Okay, so I just wanted to say, hey,
May the
before you
Nine
left.
guide your
Cool.
way.
Yes, so you can go to their tombs.
Lord Akatosh lends you his might.
And I think you get like buffs, right? Yeah, fortify strength.
When your own strength fails you, trust.
We're probably
in
going
the
to keep
Nine.
the fortify strength, but you can get different ones. Just a +5 to whatever attribute you want. Where are you going?
Lord Crusader, how can this be? You're alive. It's a miracle. I heard voices in the Undercroft, and I came to investigate. You vanished, Ungarless Malatar. After the battle, we searched further into the ruin and found you next to Umaril's corpse. You had no wounds on your body, but you were dead. I saw it with my own eyes. You did not draw breath. We laid you to rest in the Undercroft. We kept your death a secret. We feared what would happen if our enemies thought you were dead.
The wonders of the Nine are many. Even death cannot stop the Crusader.
I can see that. You'll have to excuse me. I need a moment to collect my thoughts. We found Umaril's body next to yours, but it seemed that you had met the same fate as Pellinor Whitestrake. We didn't know. Tell me, Umaril, what happened? Did you succeed in pursuing him into the spirit realm as the prophet said?
I did, and I got 2 copies of his sword, and I destroyed him utterly.
I never doubted you, Crusader, but I must tell the others that you're alive.
Most of the others are dead. They lost their essential tag. Okay, I think Valdryn's still following us. He's just stuck in the wall. Dude, what is going on, man? Didn't some of you die?
Knights of the Nine, hear me. Today we have witnessed undeniable proof of the strength and the might of the gods we serve. Slain in battle with the dread Umaril, by the grace and mercy of the Nine, the Crusader lives again. How can this be, you ask? What of our foe? What has become of Umaril the Unfeathered? Umaril has been slain by the Crusader. His very spirit cast into the void and destroyed for all eternity. He will never rise again. Let us give thanks to the Nine. By their power, the Crusader has rid the world of Umaril forever! Hail the Lord Crusader!
Hail the Crusader is arisen!
Hail, Lord Crusader.
Hooray!
Lord Crusader.
We did it. We made it through all
Hail,
the
Lord
bugs
Crusader.
and implosions and became the Divine Crusader. And Valdryn was here in the last moment. Oh man, it feels good to finally finish that. I was worried we weren't going to be able to, but it worked out eventually. So all we have left to do, essentially, is finish the main quest, which we have not started. We haven't even actually found Kavach yet. We haven't been inside there. So we have essentially the entire main story to do, and Shivering Isles, and that is it. Pretty cool stuff. We are level 40. I didn't know that. That's pretty cool. I think between videos, and I don't feel like I'm going to keep it in because it's not too interesting. I'm going to install that training mod, and I'm going to get all of our stats to 100. I think that'll help us a lot in the future combats. We're kind of just getting smoked. I set the difficulty back to 50 again, which is the default. Should be fine as long as we're a high enough level. I think we'll take Valdryn with us through the main quest, just because that sounds fun to me. And he's sort of been sidelined. He wants to help in the coming darkness that is going to surround us. So yeah. Full set of Crusader gear. Looks pretty cool. Anyways, if you've made it this far and enjoy this content, consider liking and subscribing if you have not already, as it does help the channel immensely. From here on out, we should just be rotating between Oblivion and Morrowind. Like I said, Tainted Grail, I've just been playing off screen. And then eventually we will start up Fallout again, maybe after we beat Oblivion. I haven't really decided. 3 games is too many for me to keep consistently uploading. With Morrowind and Oblivion, doing those roleplay intros take a lot of time, where games like Fallout or Tainted Grail don't take so much time since I don't have to do those intros. But if we're doing 2 games that require intros, like those are going to be the only games we're playing. Anyways, thanks for watching and peace out.